Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here. Happy Friday, everybody. We are gearing up for our first snowfall of the season here this weekend. We're also getting a little taste of some December type temperatures as we look at some colder conditions here this weekend into early next week. So we'll kind of take a full dive into what to expect in terms of timing, details, what we can expect here this weekend. We'll kind of run through future track as well and just kind of give you all the details here on this first snowfall of this season. So if you happen to be joining on Facebook, feel free to drop any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that into the comment section. I'm happy to answer them here for you this evening. Otherwise, we'll just kind of enjoy and go about our Friday evening here. So hope everyone's had a great day. Let me know what you're looking forward to here this weekend, or if you have any plans this weekend. We will just kind of dive right on in. Let's see here. Okay, so here is the next big thing. Big talk here this week has been this weekend, our upcoming forecast. So tomorrow, Saturday, snow is likely. Some minor totals are possible. We're not expecting a major system, but this will be the first few snowflakes here of the season. So a friendly reminder as we start to head into these colder months, we've got to remember how to drive in the snow, anticipate maybe some slick intersections, overpasses, bridges, especially some areas that maybe aren't treated. So that will be the main thing here heading into tomorrow. Some mixing possible as well. We'll look to see temperatures earlier in the day, kind of below that freezing mark. But as we move into the afternoon, opportunity for those temperatures to warm above that freezing mark. So we may see some mixing. Other spots may see a little bit more snow. Other spots may see a little bit of more mixing possible at times throughout the day. So, but the other big thing is a big temperature drop. We're going from we've had 50 degrees for those temperatures all week long, outside of Monday where we had the 60s. So more seasonably warm for those temperatures here this past week. Big change heading into this weekend where things will feel very winter-like with high temperatures into the 30s. In terms of that snowfall forecast, starting to see those snow showers starting to roll in from the west about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, kind of that start time along the I-35 corridor, getting into the Rochester region about 9, 10-ish. I'd say probably closer to 10-ish for that start time for snow chances. And then we'll see things continuing into the afternoon. By dinner time, so supper time, about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, depending on your location, we'll start to see that snow kind of tapering off. And then after about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock for everyone, we should be done for when it comes to snow, drying out for the evening hours, even seeing a little bit of some clearing when it comes to that cloud cover. So expecting to see some isolated to scattered snow showers throughout the day. And again, there will be some mixing. I don't expect to see a lot of this staying on the pavement, maybe more slushy conditions. Definitely seeing more snow accumulation on those cooler, grassier overpassed surfaces. That would be the main area that we'd be looking at that snow accumulation for tomorrow. But again, overpasses, overpasses, bridges, sidewalks, anything that's untreated, certainly could be looking at some slick conditions tomorrow, some slushiness on the roads as well. Intersections too, maybe could be on the slicker side tomorrow, so just use some caution. Nothing out there right now, just that cloud cover overhead. Looking further off to the west, you can see where that low pressure system is. That clipper system coming out of Canada right now, seeing that snow in Canada into portions of North Dakota, some rain showers there into Montana. So that is going to be the system that we're looking at here to impact us tomorrow. We're just waiting for it to get here, and it'll travel pretty quick here heading into tomorrow. So let's dive into that timing a bit here. So, okay, starting the clock here off at midnight through about 7 a.m. We'll see some dry conditions here. Again, about 7, 8 o'clock, we'll start to see that start time for the I-35 corridor. Pay attention to the temperatures throughout the day. Conditions will continue to see that mixing, that snow moving through the area through about mid to late morning, and we'll see that continue into the afternoon hours. Notice though, again, with those afternoon temperatures, we will be above that freezing mark, so some spots may see some mixing. I'd say it's better chance for any accumulation of that snow, that wintry mix along and south of the I-90 corridor, so especially into Iowa, better chance there for that accumulation of the wintry mix, the snow here for the region. Heading into the afternoon, we'll continue to see that activity gradually tapering off by about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, depending on your location. 6, 7 o'clock in the evening hours, looking to see that snowfall finally coming to an end, pushing out of the area. Notice though, we'll see that clearing sky on the backside of that system, maybe a few flurries lingering into the evening hours, but aside from that, skies will be a lot quieter, clearing out here for the evening. So let's talk about those temperatures, or excuse me, totals, snow totals. Let's talk about snow totals here. Northern Iowa, I'd say, have the better chance of seeing accumulating snow. I think the highest amount should stay towards Mason City, Charles City, where they could be looking at closer to a half of an inch, upwards of an inch and a half, so that'll kind of be the higher side. But it sounds like northwestern Iowa, so west of our area there into northwest Iowa, maybe has the greater chance, could potentially be looking at upwards of 2 inches of snowfall on the higher side. But areas along and south of I-90, up to an inch is possible. Rochester area, Winona, Owatonna, Mankato, so Highway 14 north, we'll see those totals kind of tapering off, becoming lesser as you head further north. So folks towards like the Twin Cities, Red Wing, potentially even towards Lake City, Wabasha area, maybe a trace. You might see a few snowflakes throughout the day, but really not much to accumulate and write home about. But closer to Rochester, Owatonna, maybe upwards of half an inch on the higher side. Areas towards Owatonna, Austin, Albert Lee, Cresco, Preston, Decorah area, maybe up to an inch. So kind of a sampling there of what we could be forecasting to see when it comes to totals. Again, this isn't a major system, but it is our first system of the season, so definitely some importance there, those first few snowflakes of the season. And I think I had a graphic here that I showed earlier in the week of when we typically will see our first snowfall of the season. So we are relatively on time-ish, a couple days behind. I believe we are at November 2nd is the average first measurable snowfall for the Rochester area. And to be measurable, you need to see at least 1/10 of an inch. I cannot find, oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. So, should we see the snowfall that we do here this weekend, if the forecast pans out, this would be our first measurable snowfall for the Rochester area. Now, if we get up to an inch in Rochester, which I don't expect us to, that would make it the first 1 inch of snowfall. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold here today. But when it comes to first measurable snowfall amount, we need at least 1/10 of an inch of snow. Anything more than that, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to an inch counts as that first measurable. Once we hit that 1 inch mark, then that's a separate category, first 1 inch of snowfall. So first measurable snowfall on average, November 2nd is that date here in Rochester. So if we look at November 8th, which would be tomorrow's date, should we get that first measurable snowfall, we'd be a few days behind average, but not too bad. Excuse me. Gotta get a little water here. I'll get there. Last year, November 20th, certainly far behind schedule. So sorry, guys. I'll try and wrap this up here quick. I didn't bring my water. I thought I'd make it. I'm not making it here. So we'll talk those wind chills quick. Single digits for the wind chill values possible Monday morning. It'll get cold here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, especially those morning hours. And then we'll talk about that 7-day here quick. So sorry, guys. 7-day here, 30s through Monday. The cold snap does not last long, though. We'll be back into the 40s for those highs coming middle of next week. Middle to upper 40s are expected for those high temperatures. So only precip that we're talking about here for this upcoming week is going to be for tomorrow with that snow and that wintry mixed chance. So otherwise we stay cold and windy for Sunday, so probably not the best day to spend some time outside unless you're excited for the snow and the cold. I don't think it'll be a lot to or much to kind of play around with in the yard, but you know, got to make some memories there with that first snowfall. So biggest takeaway here for tomorrow is going to be the potential for that snow, that mixing possible, using extra caution on the roadways, that first snowfall of this season. So just use some extra caution with that. We may see some slick intersections, some slick sidewalks. Anything that's untreated will be on the slick side for tomorrow. Not expecting a lot of accumulation on the pavement per se, but we may see some slushiness. The greater chance for snow accumulation will be on the cooler, elevated, and grassier surfaces. So Let me quick check on comments. Not see anything. Sorry guys, I'm gonna sign off so I can go get a little water. I did not bring my water bottle into the CTV desk today. So stay safe out there tomorrow if you are doing any traveling for just kind of your basic activities, your errands, things like that tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you back here on Sunday. Derek usually will do a stream on Sundays, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hopefully I can beat this cough and this cold. So hope everyone has a great weekend. Happy Friday evening, everybody. Stay safe out there tomorrow.